Welcome back. We're going to continue with Sunless Sea. Last time what did we do? We explored the Leviathan or hideaway. I'm just going to close this so I can actually look at my map. We explored hideaway. We found Astraville, Astraville, which is a island that was formed. I think it's actually, I'm not sure. I was thinking, like, I think it was formed from us dropping something from the sky because we blew up we found a weapon on it that supposedly punctured a hole through the roof of the Untersee. And I'm not sure if that formed the island, but no, then the weapon would have been crushed. So no, that wouldn't make sense. Okay, so then, yeah, I guess we blew it outwards. That makes sense. Yeah. So then there's some part of the Earth up there that has just a bunch of debris from it, I guess. Anyhow, so there's actually sunlight here. It's the only place of the Untersee, other than the canals, but the canals connect up, and they don't have them. But you can go up from the canals. So yeah, we explored there. We explored Hideaway, which was right there too. And then we tried going east to go to Gampole because we were running low on fuel and we wanted to clear up this section because we almost have no spots left to clean up. But we got teleported to King Eater, and then we went to Varsha's, and then in Varsha we found a live specimen. No, that was Hideaway that we found. We got a live specimen and a strange catch, and we progressed the plot of the Clottery Hare, right? And then we talked to them about the boat here, the Clottery Hare here, and they told us it got parked here, but then they got annoyed with the fish running away from it, so they sent it on its way, and they think it went to Con Shadow. Yeah, and then we're going to Isle of Cats because we have the Pirate King's gift, and then probably to Iron Republic to upgrade get the gut. Yeah. Also, we have a lot of terror that we need to get rid of, but as we go more and more west, we'll find easier things to kill that aren't, dreadnoughts like that. Why does that not have a name? You're not one of the ones that's easy to kill. And then this thing's gonna shoot at me. Great. Oh yeah, I have like no. Okay, no. No, I don't want to get hit. No, my crew. Just do full power to escape because I don't want to deal with that. Fire! You've pushed your engines too far, too fast. Sailors scream. Flames rage. Heal your wounded. Damp the flames. Do what you can. A very chancy reward. No more than the serpentine. Okay, we can do that. Everywhere, hot metal and burning flesh. Hold on and pray. Hearts failed. You lost 52 hull. You lost 2 crew. Well, that sucks. But at least we're more than half, which is 50 and 19. Oh, we are exactly half. Okay, great. Well, yeah, half as closest whole number. Half closest whole number rounded up, at least, because people can't be split in half and survive. Well, actually, in Untersea, it might actually be a case of that. We've seen enough strange things that it's very possible that that's a thing. But yeah, okay, so we can't really fight things now unless we can kill them easily. Like, I don't want to fight the pirate poet now because if they hit us once, we lose a crew because our hull is below 50%. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, at least we're near the Isle of Cats. And I don't think there's anybody that repairs our ships. The only one would be like using or killing the bound sharks. That wouldn't do it, I don't think. And or that would take a few hits, likely. Okay. We can give a gift for the Pirate King. Do you have a shop? You do have a shop, but it's not good. Gift for the Pirate King. Your patron is overjoyed at your return. Eager to meet Leopold, are we? Courtesies due. Hand over your writhing, tear-stained cargo. Oh, right, we kidnapped a person to do this. Two attendants drag the prisoner off to the rose garden. You do your best to ignore the screaming. Your patron tells you that it will take some time for your gift to give some memories to be harvested. And the resultant honey collected. You should return later for the introduction to the Pirate King. You no longer have any of this, a gift for the Pirate King. Your objective seeking a gift for the Pirate King quality is now 3. You've handed your tear-stained cargo over to your patron. You gained 200 echoes. You gained 20 terror. We're at 98. Ooh, that's not good. Is there a way that I can decrease it in here? Nope. Compile a port report. We can do that. We can't do that because we don't have a key to the cage garden, so we can't sell sunlight, so no. Okay, a meeting with the Pirate King. What might one expect from Leopold, the Pirate King of the Isle of Cats? A hulking, grizzled presence with a crimson cat tattooed across his back? An oil-bearded wrench with a brace of pistols strapped to each hip? And eyes like wildfire, a gaunt-cheeked honey seeker wanted for years of dissolution. He looks, as it turns out, more like a lawyer than a dissolute lord. Dissolute? Desolute. King. A lord, sorry. Though he is at least wearing a robe of patterned silk over his gray suit. Behind him, you see a wall of what you think are wine racks. On closer inspection, the racks hold bottle upon carefully labeled bottle of red honey. Captain's compliments, my king. Isuri enters with a wine glass of thick honey. Behind them, Zarya drags in a stumbling prisoner. Is this the sailor you stole from the Camulian Channel? Only they do not seem to recognize you at all. Memories stewed in honey. Your patron offers the Pirate King the wine glass. The king takes a sip, and the prisoner cries out as though his skin is being flayed from the bone. The spice-scented docks of Malacca? A leopard breathes before he is plucked away by the honey. He returns hours later, skin flushed and eyes bright. I'm very partial to memories of the Far East. Very thoughtful of you. He bestows a humming, honey-soaked kiss on Isuri's lips and then Zarya's, before holding out the vial to you. So we can take a sip. The prisoner gazes at the ceiling blankly, with no sign of his earlier distress. Or just decline the taste. You just want your reward and possibly to get away from the grim sight of the prisoner rattling his shackles in the corner. Now we take a sip. In for a penny, in for a pound. Each luscious drop coats your tongue like fire and longing. Someone screams, but it feels far away. You are consumed with the touch of a woman's hand in yours. You, in the memory, turn your face to the right, and there she is. Kembang. You met her 3 weeks ago serving drinks by the docks. Her father threatened to break your legs if you so much as looked at her. But you cannot help yourself. Your hands are softer than anything you have ever imagined and dappled in warm sunlight. The curve of her smile slices into you like a blade. You come back to yourself in a sudden rush. You are lying on the floor alone, your face wet with stolen tears. On the desk, a key to the cage gardens, which you slip into your pocket, and a gold statuette of a tiger with eyes of polished ruby. Something about the statuette makes you decidedly uneasy. Still, it will probably sell for a good price. You now have one of this, a key to the cage garden. You gained one captive treasure. Your Isle of Cats, Pirates Notice quality has gone. That's all for now. Seeking if the gift for the Pirate King is gone. You gain 10 visions of the surface. Okay, so now we can buy shipments of red honey. Or we can walk in Rose Garden. But I can't because I don't have a say. Oh, 98 tear. Okay. Hey, sorry about that. Cat was making a lot of noise. Okay, so we want to get to Rose Gate. Oh, actually, before I leave, I want to swap engines because we actually make money now. Yeah, might as well swap engines. Or, sorry, we don't make money now. We have fuel. That's what I mean. My brain. Okay. Yeah, I want to get to Rose Gate as fast as I can. Because every tick we're increasing our terror, and I don't want to deal with that. So it should be around here. Coming in here. Should be good to park, Rose Gate, sample a high quality cigar. A rosewood box full of cigars sits on the counter. They smell of beeswax. This costs 12. Okay, this does decrease our terror. We're just gonna do this a bunch because I don't want to have a high terror. Oh, that's probably enough. Okay, what did you need? Do I have anything that I can give you? No, you need 3. Oh, I can give you this. You need 3 romantic literature, which I don't have. 2, which I don't have 1 of anymore, but I can give you this. Lost 3. Okay, something disquieting for the bitter flavor. The dogged apprentice licks his pencil and makes a note on his journal. We're making good progress, Captain. Next, we'll need something stunningly hopeless. Could I trouble you to put something together? You set 3 skulls on the counter. 1 is missing its jaw and a few other long teeth. 1 is missing a patch of bone on the back. Brains either blown out or bashed in. 1 still has an eye, not yet taken by the root. The dogged apprentice grips your arm for support, transfixed. This is. Yes, Captain, I think this is what we need. You succeeded in the Hearts Challenge, captivated a bitter flavor, the taste of burnt rope. You lost 3 lamentable relics, now total 18. Yeah. Oh, we can help prepare the bitter flavor. The dogged apprentice has set out paper and pen. I have an idea. Captain, could I trouble you to write something cruel? Something to leave the reader speechless. We can do this. I suppose it's an art on its own, he says. Crafting and unkindness is still. What did you just write? He snatches the paper away and reads. He covers his mouth and whispers through his fingers. Everything I tried writing was just a blunt cruelty, but that's a razor to the soul. His eyes raised, delighted. This will finish it off well, thank you. You succeed in Vale's challenge, cultivating a bitter flavor, the taste of winter wind, to ignite the mind. Harvesting a bitter flavor. The dogged apprentice peens against the hearth, blazing in the back of the shop. We've only one last thing to do, Captain, before our flavor is complete. Let's go and have a laugh. A laugh. In the back of the workshop is a small cage, surrounded by skulls. Inside, a once talkative Radis favor sits in a bedding of cruel phrases. We need to overwhelm it with bitterness, the apprentice says. Then we harvest. We can sneer coldly at it. It's not so talkative now, is it? Its old friends would thank you for making it less annoying, even if it's still ugly. We can pretend to weep. Boo-hoo, the poor thing. The poor, poor thing. All locked up and all alone, just to look at this pitiful thing and laugh. Or we can refuse to assist. This is cruel. This is wrong. Yeah, I'm not assisting with this. You push past the dogged apprentice and out the door. The crotchety tobacconist peers up at you from the countertop, and his eyes narrow behind his pince nez. He's not callous enough, my apprentice, and the rat is accustomed to him. Besides, our flavor will suffer for it. Besides, our flavor will suffer for it. He blows black smoke through his nose that wafts to the top of the stairs. It smells of boiled licorice. Cultivating a bitter flavor, the taste of hot pitch. You've gained 5 Rosegate. The tobacconist impatience. Now total 6. He can't wait forever. Okay, we can still help, though. Yeah. Okay, deliver supplies to Rosegate. Without their patron, the tobacconist and his apprentice have to subsist on their stale stores of food. Even the apprentice is growing crotchety. They will pay well for fresh rations. We could do this. You lost 1 supply. Gained 20 echo. That's not well, that's just normal price. The crotchety tobacconist rings open his till and counts out your payment. Most of the notes are moldy and crumbling with age, but it will still count as legal tender. Okay, take a pamphlet. Shops. Hunter's Eye, Station 3, Iron Metal. Shrooms, Sparkle. Nah, we leave. Yep. Is that? Yep. Okay. Nope. We leave. Don't want to deal with that. Nope. Nope. I've lost crew. Oh, now I'm only using speed 1. No. Man, now it's going to be slow to get back. I should just go back to London directly. Man, that's going to be real slow. At least we have our other engines, but like... That's really annoying. Ow. Can't do anything about it. I guess we just go. At least our terror is down now, so that's not an issue. But yeah, crew being so low, not good. Not good at all. We do need to grab extra crew when we get to London because something needed us to sacrifice it. I don't remember what needed us to sacrifice it. Yeah, this angle's decent because I want to go this way, then up. Yeah, okay. This way we're less likely to run into... Well, I want to go west as quickly, I guess. Yeah, that's my mentality is. Go west as quickly as possible because we can fight everything here. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least we have cash. We can deal with everything else other than if our hold. We are getting low on hold. That is one problem. But I feel like our crew are gonna die off faster than our hold. I may need to boost our crew up a bit more, or just like be careful more with our hull. Just thinking, like, is there a better ship so that we can take more damage before that's an issue? But no, that's exactly what hull is. More hull, the half until it's an issue. So you only ever care about like half your hull. But then it's still the max, whatever the max hull you can get, essentially, is best. Yeah. But, okay, so we do have the new weapon that we can do after this, once we get there. Oh, sorry, I didn't explain anything of what I was thinking. So we have the weapon that we got from Astavel that we can upgrade or repair in Iron Republic. So we can do that next after going to London, fixing all our nonsense, our ship and everything like that. So yeah, we can go to Iron Republic. We can get that fixed, and then we probably want to go, or not, Iron Republic and get it. Well, yeah, the weapon fixed and see if it's good. Can't wait for it to be trash. But I mean, I'd be surprised, honestly. Oh, I actually have to fight this thing. Okay, we're good. Where are we? Oh, we're actually pretty close. That's good. Let disperse. Yeah. 32. Yeah, we're fine. So then we can do Iron Republic, get that repaired, and then from there, do we start doing... Oh no, we need a lot of hearts for... and a lot of cash to get the... I kind of just want to go kill the irresistible, like, bunch. Irrepressible a bunch. Because we need to level up our hearts and pages and veil a bunch. I think it's hearts that we need to get the seer from the prison for this guy's quest to get our engine. So I think we do that. So we just kill the irresistible a bunch. It's not all that exciting, unfortunately, but It's kind of safe. Also, we can take the north road there and then possibly kill the mountain. That would check something off of my bucket list. Where is that anyhow? Yeah, get a fully explored map. We are close to that. We only have like 3 spots left. Oh, we did get a submarine. I can check that off. Go through the north gate. Go to the surface. Oh, crap. Nuniko storyline. Yeah, that's right. We still want to do that. Okay, dissected 25 fragments. Yeah. I mean, how many secrets do we have actually right now? 39. That's not that bad. Oh, that's what we need a live specimen for. I was trying to remember what we needed it for last time, but it's to make our cage thing that we need for the Song of the Sea. Okay. So yeah, get mansion. Well, sorry, hiccups. We can do that anytime. That's really not all that costly, realistically. Complete pages. Oh, that's a curiosities. Yeah, we are still missing one, which I don't know how to get. Yeah. Strategic info at the gate. Yeah, okay, so we do need to go up the gate for the Admiralty too, so we can do that. Okay, first up, lodging, lodging, read news, thank you for the supplies, Admiralty, submit your part reports. You can start doing these, as all of these are known, other than Emperor of Hands is null. Esterville. I had always wondered if it might be a myth. That's it. Okay. The light dazes and burns. Few can tolerate its strength. Oh yeah, we learned that the sun is like deadly for some reason, or at least they say it is. Chalonnate, we know. Varsha's, King Eater's Castle, Rosegate, Agile, Hideaway. A city on a what? You submit 1 port report, 60 echoes. Damp pole. That's all. Okay. Then we need to go to London. Get a new recruit. Then London. Hire some crew. I'm gonna do that again. And then go to dry docks. And go to you. Perfect. And then we go Iron Republic. I know that our tier is not at the lowest it can be, but when we get back, we can. Sorry. Put it, raise it up, as well as, oh, we can buy supplies down there too. Supplies of fuel. We are good on it, but might as well top up. What's in my hold anyhow besides that? Oh, we have coffee. That's right. Yeah, I guess I could do your quest then. Ready to dine with you again. I've got an idea. She says sorbet and arm wrestling. Chancy challenge. Do this. A closely fought battle. She's strong, but you're stronger. She's a good sport, but she seems more just depressed than you might have expected. Halfway through the sorbet, loses the thread of the conversation, snaps her spoon in half, apologizes stares moodily out the porthole, flings the spoon fragments across the room, apologizes again, and pushes the rest of the sorbet away. Ah, snuff it, she growls. I'm getting old. I couldn't be. My father. You know what the I shouldn't be. Sorry, shouldn't be. My father. You know what the College of Mortality is. Our very own elected hell. They chose our king. They tell us when to die. He cheated them. So now I'm getting old. She drowns her glass. Old, too old for this. I'll see you in the morning. She raises to her feet with uncharacteristic clumsiness and stumbles out, but not before you see the tears in her eyes. You succeed in the iron challenge. You're learning about the Presbyteriate Venturous. Equality is now a close acquaintance. You lost 1 sack of dark drop coffee. You lost 1 supplies. Gained 20 fragments. Gained 1 iron. Nice. We only have 33 iron. Oh, you gained 1 memory of distant shores. And then we can't do anything for you anymore. Can't do anything for you. Yeah. Right. We also learned more about her father. You need increase your hearts, strange catch, or live specimen. Yeah. Okay. We can buy strange catch in hideaway, so we can do that easily enough. The canals. We could do the surface now. I feel like it's gonna be like the east, where it's just a plot line, or like it's just pick options in the gazetteer, and not actually like a different map. I'd be very surprised if it's a different map. Also, I misclicked and sent my Z-Bat out. Okay, buddy. Damage. Let's disperse. One Z story. But we need a bunch of supplies for that, which we can buy. 72. Oh, wait, it changed things. We don't have the cheap food anymore, I don't think. We have the coffee beans, if I remember correctly. Which kind of sucks for now, because I don't really need to make money. As we can just kill the pirate poet over and over again. Republic. Market of Hungers. Cavalry Doctrine. We can get another Judgment's Egg, but that's not what we want. Buy fuel. What I want to do... you. Seek a tattering artifactor help to awaken the seal. I know people here, the cannoneer confides from the old days. Perhaps we shouldn't talk about the old days. We can do this because we have a Judgment's Egg. An awakening. The cannoneer and the artificer place the Judgment's Egg on the seal and apply their instruments. The light of the artifactor's chamber grows dim. This, then, is what it sounds like when a soul screams. When they're done, the egg lies in shards, and the seal looks a little different, but there is a watchfulness about it. The artifactor shakes the cannoneer's hand. I missed working with you, she says. I've missed it so much. The cannoneer grins that grin. Nearly done. We can mount it on the bridge if you like, but we'll need a housing if we want to use it further. It'll have to be heart metal. I know a man long ago, but I hear he went to Station 3. Swear him there, the story says. If you can get us the run of Station 3, I can get you in to see him. No, I don't know where Station 3 is. It's a secret. You lost one judgment egg. You lost one seal of the red science, now total 0. You now have one awakened seal of the red science. A sky-scarred hunk of meteoric iron, the size of a wheelbarrow. Burning glyphs mark its flanks. A star spore lives in it. It's watching you. Are you sure you know what you're doing with this thing? You now have one searing enigma. Oh, we needed those. Take the seal to the heart metal smith in Station 3. Oh. We now use that as a light, I guess? For iron and mirrors? It deals more damage than ours. But otherwise... okay. New plan. We go straight to Station 3. Because I want to see what this weapon does. Does this actually work? Oh, it does work as a lantern. Interesting. Okay, Station 3 is there. Do we want to go to London first? No, we just go straight there. We have good everything, so it doesn't really matter. We got good hull, we got good... hate the sound of these rolls. They're just so loud. Oh, I don't care, actually. They're not going to give us anything good. Oh, I was looking up if the pirate poet can actually give us long boxes. And I don't know. The wiki is really bad at stating if it can or not. Because it gives numbers based on, like, rolls of dice. But, like, they change which is annoying, too. I understand they're just trying to explain how the game is being done. But, like, it's... hard. Well, it's not hard to understand if you know how, like, D&D or anything like that. One supply, 2 fuels, sack of grapes for human souls. Okay. So they do that, but that's not the issue. That's just slight annoyance. Nothing actually major. No, the issue is that there's different information of what the pirate poet can drop, because it's like a range, right? It's like 1 through 50 that things can roll, and for the creative curiosities and whatever is rolled, then that gives whatever. So like iron, the long boxes are only at 49. So if it rolls a 49 out of the 50, then it'll give you a long box, which I think is possible with the pirate poet, but I'm not sure, because one of them says like 1 through 40, and the next one says like 1 through 50 minus 1 or something like that. So it can't do 50, which is the captivating treasure, the super expensive thing. Like it is like $1,000 or whatever it is. 1,000 echoes, sorry. So it can't drop that. Fair enough. That I understand. But the long box, I'm still not sure. Because then I'm not sure what actually drops it. Because a lot of the other ones are also all over the place. I'm pretty sure the Glorious Dreadnoughts can, because they have similar numbers, but those take a while to kill. And yeah. Oh hey, a bound shark. So yeah, pretty much all the bigger ships have a high chance, or it has a chance of dropping it, but not. Well, I'm not sure about the pirate poet. Also, I bought a bunch of fuel just so we can use our fast engine to get here. Because I don't want to go. Oh, we can do Khan's Shadow now that we're here, and do these, man. And then we're just out at sea. Instead of, well, whatever. Well, we should have a new weapon at least. We can try out. Errands for the Acolyte. Questions for the Acolyte. Visit the Smith's Emporium. Ask the Smith to construct an assembly housing for the Cannoneer's weapon. Okay, why is the Smith so willing to help? Just how many outstanding favors are owed? The Cannoneer shrugs the question off, smiling. I made a lot of bombs back in the day. A lot of bombs. For a lot of people who don't like me to talk about. I think that's why the university threw me out. I never dared go back to ask, though. We need devil bone dice. Do we have everything else, though? Yeah. Okay. You have two. Okay. Can we do errands? Guarding the yard? We don't. Oh, we can't do that because we have, let's say, visit to Smoothing Copper. She has a little jar of metal heart shavings, bits too small to be reused for any other purpose, picked out of the teeth of the Nutcracker. Boiling liquids. Soothe meets you at the door. Cooper is not home. Soothe has a cauldron on the boil already, and in go the shavings. You wouldn't think they'd melt, but they do. They go like butter, swirling into the mix. Have them bottled by tomorrow afternoon, Soothe says, not looking up from his stirring. Now he earned more favor. That's all for now. Okay. And then we have to go up because we can get Devil Bone Dice from Mount Palmerston, which is directly up. Which isn't bad, to be fair. It's a quick trip. Should be a quick trip, especially with these engines. And then we should have a new weapon. Should being the key word. And then it's going to be like a torpedo weapon. Which, I mean, to be fair, we make a lot of money. Is that the pirate poet? No. But I can kill you in like a single shot, so. We can scuttle her. Open some barrel. Cask of wine. Okay. Primary purpose. Go north. Like directly north now. Oh, we can also see the person at the volcano that we can talk to, because she wanted us to come back later with a gift, which I don't know if we have a gift. We'll find out, because I don't know what they accept as gifts, but she accepts as gifts, I should say. Actually, I don't know. Whatever. They makes it easy. Right? Yeah. Visit the wistful Devilis. Perhaps it's time for a cup of honey fungus tea. Almost there. Look down and see Port Palmerston like a toy. in the ruins like gravel. You've come far, but the volcano's cone still rears above you. Rest a little before you go the last half mile. The wistful devilish. The road to the crater ends at a brass gate in the crater wall. Beside it stands an oddly charming little cottage. Wait, I've already read this. An honest request. Do you happen to have a case of souls for me? No, I'm not going to eat them. We don't eat souls usually. I'm not clear how that story got around. I told you that I miss London. I miss hell. I'm like a keepsake, seek. And all souls are ours, by right. So we could do that. Or we can concede her your souls. Or you could just lend me yours. She bites her lip and looks up into your eyes. I'll keep it safe, much safer than at sea. If you drown, it'll be here, with me, for always. Mortals do drown, so she places a slender, shallow hand on your wrist. Through your cuff, it's warm as a stone in the sun. It won't hurt at all. This will surrender. Yeah, this will surrender your soul to the devilish. Yeah, we'll give them the crate. Oh, also we can refuse tactfully. You do not at the moment feel the devilish needs any more human souls. Now we give them the crate. Watchful and clinking. The devilish lifts the lid of the crate. The light from the souls within illuminate her face. She stares at them for a long moment, and then tears began to roll silently down her face. Thank you, she says. I missed them so. One of her tears lands on the wood of the crate, which begins to smoke. Let me tell you something very special. She whispers it in your ear. Her breath smells like hot stone. But you should go now. Thank you. Come back soon. Counters with the wistful devilish quality is now 30. You've satisfied devilish's yearning for souls. You lost one crate of human souls. That's all for now. You gained one secret. Awesome. Oh, I can buy 2 of these because we need those for the Rose Gate. Yeah. We go south again because I want that gun. Also, we got more food, so it should be good for a bit. Worst case, we go back to London, but also we can buy food on the way too. I want to go a little bit this way from other places, but they have it fairly cheap, so it's worth. Also, I could have done this bit, like going to the gate and cleaned up the area, but I kind of forgot, and we'll just go up there later because I do want to use the new gun on the mountain if we can. I don't know, maybe it's gonna be bad. Oh, we also have coffee that we can give them because they like coffee. The cons, we can try that while we're here, at least. Might as well. Okay. Visit the smith. Go here. A shining horror. For 7 days, the smith works. Only the cannoneer is permitted within. Your Zaligs place bets on whether they'll blow themselves up and whether the explosion will eradicate Station 3 as well. There are no explosions, At last, the cannoneer opens the smithy door, grinning. A tired but dazzled grin. He gestures to the seal. The armature that now constrains it is meshed with silvery heart metal. The glyph flicker frantically, like trapped insects. The weapon emits a constant low, barely audible growl. The air in the room is stifling hot. Behold, the cannoneer says, the memento mori. Mori, I think, means death. Memento, I guess, remembering death or something. The grin dissipates. Dissipates. It's finish. I'm not sure what to do now. Mount the memento mori on your ship or sell it to one of the warlike Z nations. Some will give you better prices than others. You may tilt the balance of power on the Z. The cannoneer has completed her masterwork. The cannoneer has a calmer side, although not much calmer. You don't even have her as a normal one. You now have one memento mori. Something in Latin. Omnia? All something permitted and none something. I don't know. You lost 3 devilish dice, 1 searing enigma, 1 lamentable relic. Okay. Hold. 24 and 32. This is a forward weapon. 24, 32. It is better. Deals a lot more crew damage. Warm-up time is 4 seconds, but the stagger amount is less. But we get 6 iron and 3 mirrors, so better. Also, we need to put our light back on. Okay, so I guess we sell that and keep this. Okay, good. Errands for the Acolyte. Visit the Sooth and Cooper. Novel Prison. She's in search of new music. No, let's just do a visit to Sooth and Cooper. Sooth meets you at your door. Yeah, earning the Acolyte's favor now 60 and return later. Yep. Okay. Cool. We have a slightly better ship or gun for killing creatures. Yeah. Doesn't change killing the killing boats though, sadly. But that's okay. Killing creatures is much more important because then we don't have to fear the constant companion as much. We still do, though. That thing's terrifying. 40 damage is an insane amount. Now, we can go hunt that thing in the north. Khan's Heart. Lure venturers to wreck. Oh, yeah, we need to do this. Right. Use sidle beside her and comment on the water. It's beautiful how the city ripples, isn't it? We already did this one, I think. Seek commercial license, hire crew, purchase fuel, supplies, pay a storyteller, gather a report. No, this place isn't the one. Yeah, no, this isn't the one. I want to do the one above. Yeah, Khan's Glory. Not Khan's Heart. They should have the place that I can start eating coffee beans into. Khan's Glory. Offer gift to Leopard. The royal clan of the The Khan himself has a notorious weakness for coffee, and his court follows suit. Long afternoon, you meet with a effusive official in a room of blue glass and pierced porcelain. You supply the customary compliments and courtesies, while he nods complacently. Finally, you present a sample of the coffee. The official comes suddenly awake, inhaling the scent of the coffee, glances regretfully at the porcelain screen behind him. A watcher, he bows to you 3 times and sends you on your way. You lost 5 sacks of coffee. You now have 1 favor. Offer gift to the Thai man. This clan is named for a sizable and ferocious fish of the surface. They have a fondness for drowning pearls, for some secret clan ritual. Oh, we have a lot of those, so we can do that. An offering accepted. In the yellow chamber by the palace entrance, a masked functionary scrutinizes the pearls. Yes, she says, even through the mask, she does not meet your eyes. She rises, turns, and leaves. We can do that again. And again. And again. Sorry. So plead your case with the Thai man. The Taiman's clan has long controlled the white and gold, the loyalty service, who watch cognations and foreigners alike. If you've convinced your intentions are good, they may be lenient. Okay. If your suspicion has risen too high, this will reduce it. I don't care about. Ask the Taiman contracts to intercede with the Leopard. The Leopard's favor is essential for gaining access to carnate trade. Yeah, you can do that. You lost 4 favors. Taiman's mercy. You gained 2 favors with Leopards. Whatever. A masked functionary hears your request in the gray chamber. We will consider the matter, is all she says. Okay. Sell the memento mori. The effusive official from the Leopard is skeptical. After he has witnessed you demonstrate the device, his skepticism melts like butter on the stove. The Khanate will offer you 3 captivating treasures. No, we're keeping this gun. It's a very nice gun. Okay. I guess we go... the Khan's shadow? Oh wait, can we do anything? No, we need 2 more favor. Or 10 more coffee, I guess. Which isn't that bad, actually, now that I think about it. To get. There was one place. Which was the place that... Was it Argyle? What's the place that... No, it's Scrimshanter. That you need to pay for time in the hall. Archives. That's Scrimshanter. I forget what we need to pay for time. But we should do that at some point. Okay, Khan's Shadow. So we can learn about the Clottery Hare's heart. Seek the Clottery heart among the banded hulls. If she is here, the Clottery Hare will recognize her. A memory of a memory. The Clottery Hare walks a dock, watching the hulls with the outline of her ship. And the outlines of the ship. She moves slowly, that she doesn't look too eager. We probably won't find her here, the hare says. I don't expect it. I don't believe in clinging to specific hopes and expectations of that kind. It's just the sort of obsession that ruins lives. Just the kind of thing I'm always having to repair. You don't find the ship, though you walk the docks 3 times over. It doesn't matter, says the cloudery hare. I don't mind. But surely there is more you can do. You succeed in the mirrors challenge. The cloudery hare is now seeking the cloudery heart in Khan's shadow. Ask about the cloudery heart among the shipwrights. If the stories are true, they must at least remember her. On to Frostfound. She found the other ships restless, says the Cognian shipwright. In the end, we had to repair her enough to let her go on. She turned north, and the last of the crew that still lived on her. But she sailed too close by Frostfound, and the ice swallowed her. At least, that is the story that has come back to us. Occurrence. You're learning about the cloudery hair qualities, now looking for the cloudery heart in Frostfound. We can compile port report. I still don't know what this means. One among their numbers will volunteer to die for you should you provide what they need. Interesting. Okay. We can sell that. We don't really need that. We already have that. We can buy supplies. As we're going to Frostfound anyhow, we might as well go there. And kill the irrepressible bunch. Oh, never mind. It's not actually close. Okay, we just go north then. Thought it would be closer. Hi, cat. Are you back? No, cat, you can't be here. You're gonna bump the mic a bunch like last time. Over there. Sit. You have a nice stand. Just stay on the stand. No, cat. My cat wants to sleep in front of my keyboard, but then she bumps the mic he bumps the mic all the time. So. Frostfound. Okay. Extract the cloudery heart. The cloudery hare leans over the deck rails. There, in ice, the searchlight catches what might be a hull, or might be a very large gizzard. Chance gives you a 56% chance. Do that. Preparing an approach, the cloudery hare presents herself on deck. She carries a bag full of sharp blades and serrated blades. Short, strong blades, tooth blades like saws, long-handled shears, knives whose edges are invisible. She is ready to cut with glass or with diamond or with fire as required. You succeeded in the mirrors challenge. The higher the quality, the higher chance. Okay, the cloudery hare has sliced away great blocks of Frostfound ice and piled them into a wall. Behind them, the shape of the cloudery heart is evident, but the hull flesh is blue and with cold. We can bring it back to health. It is shocked, she says, and numb. It needs a cure. We have a 30% chance of doing this, or we can give up on cutting the ice for now. There is still some ice between you and the cloudery heart. Who knows how much longer this will take. Now, we have a 30% chance. I don't know what the negative of this is. Implements of warmth. Oh, we succeeded. Midnight. My cat's name is Midnight. Uh, the colory hare builds a fire. She whistles an infuriating popular tune. She massages the whole flesh with brandy and piles otter pelts over its raw, frostbitten flank. She speaks to it in the native tongue of the first city, a language cluttered with velular stops. In the fifth hour of these rituals, the heart begins to thrum again. It wants to be free of the ice. It wants to move. It wants to swim. South, says the hare. Wait for us in Port Carnelian. It isn't safe to change ships here. The heart beats twice before taking a new heading. For now, the Clauderia heart awaits in Port Carnelian. If you wish to make it your ship, you will have to go there and come to some agreement with the hare. You succeed in a heart's challenge. The Clauderia heart sails south. We can take tea while we're here to reduce our terror. Gain supplies. Create port report. Okay. And now we go northeast, so we can claim that spot. And there's a chance we run into the mountain thing. Have we? I don't think we've looked under the gate, like underwater at the gate, but I don't think it would be all that interesting. I think mainly it would just be just dark. Oh no, it has speckles underneath it. We can check if those speckles are still there. Okay, now it's done. Oh, we don't have a say. We might have a say when we get to Palmerston. There we go. Okay, so we can progress the devilishes, whatever. The devil. Plot line. Her plot line. It's almost there. The devilish disconsolate. She pours the tea with a shaky hand. Her eyes are distant. The lights, the agonies, the scolding mists of lead. I miss them so. I long to return from exile. I was such a fool. There's no future with the convention. Will you help me? I overheard things here at the gate. The convention's plans. Take them back to London for me. The officialdom of hell will show gratitude to me, and I will show gratitude to you. We can do this. She hands you an envelope. Unsealed. She points out. I choose to trust you. She's certainly lying. Devils do not trust. Occurrence. The devilish has asked you to take something back to London. That's all for now. You now have a letter from the Wistful Devils. A letter from the Wistful Devils. Unsealed, but written in one of the more esoteric scripts of hell. Okay. Do have a say. Engage an officer, the merciless modest. First officer who increases iron veils and hearts. But we need 5 bales. Interesting. Port report. dig around the ruins. We could do this. You are fortunate. You lost 2 supplies. You gained 2 soup, 1 memory. A crimson cache. In a dry well choked with ash, behind a shattered farmhouse, you find 2 casks of the soup, emergency supplies, or hidden treasure. No one will ever return for them. How much room do we have? We can buy some supplies. Actually, I need fuel too, because we are using the faster engine. Okay, I need to go to the gate, and then I'll probably end it there. I'm not exactly sure how much time I spent trying to get my cat to be quiet when we were at Isle of Cats, but well, I guess not be quiet, just not beat up a really loud toy, because it was really loud. You won't hear it as I'm cutting it out, but like, yeah. I'll give it to him afterwards. Play with it then. Oh, we haven't run into the mountain. Also, I want to use this. See if there's anything. Oh, that's interesting, actually. Why is it red? Interesting. And there's a bunch of symbols on it. Our health's not decreasing. Interesting. Okay, the gate. Avid Horizon. Open the high gate. No, this requires materials for the passage. Retrieve strategic information. Yes, we could do this from here, but you were given a sign to look for. There it is. There it is, carved on one of the pillars of the dock. Please for clemency. Below the sign, the authoritative hand has carved this message. If you wish to return to London, if you seek the forgiveness of the Empress, if you will suffer all to make amends, record your name in crime. Below are the names of murderers, traitors, and hopeless of villains who fled into exile. They've made the ivory pilgrimage here to the end of the world to prove their desperation to return home. You record them all, the old and the freshly carved. The Admiralty will pick through the names and make their choice. Leave now, quickly. You've completed your commission. You now have 1 strategic information. Something needs strategic information. You lead the sigil-ridden navigator to a certain dock pillar. Scraps of paper, stiff with northern frost, are stuffed into the cracks. Unforgiven. A message is carved in the wood. If you wish to return to London, if you seek, yeah, we've had this. Your navigator hunts through the slips of paper. They are libraries of villains and villainy. Here are murderers, betrayals, treason, and perjuries. He stops, stares at one, pulls it free. This is mine, he says. I wrote this. It is a confession. Beneath, in more recent and less careful letters, he has added a note. You did not answer. If I cannot be forgiven, then I will forget. The Chapel of Lights will help me, for a price. He laughs wildly. Twice. I paid them twice. Once to take my memories, and once to guide me back to them. His laughter deepens to hysteria. 2 crewmen help you drag him back to the ship. Speak to your navigator on board to learn of his confession. You lost one strategic information. We can gather intelligence, and we get a hunter's eye. Cool. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you all for watching. Next time, I'm not sure. I guess we'll learn more about the sigil-ridden navigator. Yeah. Bye.